Right, got a bit of a run on now. Oh, flattened out, but it's treacherous, wet, slippery. These big flat rocks, some are covered in mud, some are covered in sheep shit. Oh, just put the camera on myself for a minute. Right, so over the top, we're going for about an hour. I think I'm making good time. Still fasting, only on water and electrolytes so far. Might give it another 20 minutes and then take on some fuel. Oh, still powered by the 2,500 calorie dinner last night. Rounded off with that chocolate fudge cake. Once you start thinking about food, that's a sign that your body needs it. So far I'm alright. And once again, what a beautiful day. Oh, right, I'm going to try and get some kilometres behind me. So apparently this is the bit we can make up time. It's flattish, even with the slight down gradient. Just past checkpoint 2. About 1 hour, 15 minutes, I guess. So still going alright. Got a flattish bit here, so picking up the pace a little bit, but also got to be careful not to trip. Halfway point. Strava's telling me 11 km, but I think it's meant to be 12. So it's just a case of filling up the water and turning around, going back again. Oh, not too bad. I think that's about 1 hour 45. So I'm going to try and do the same going back. So on the return leg, reached the halfway point pretty speedily. Now this flat bit, well, I thought it was flat. It's actually a bit of a down gradient coming down and now going back up. It's a lot harder. Doesn't look steep. It isn't steep, but just a slight gradient, enough to really make a difference. Right, could go through a bit of the kit as I sort of caught my breath a bit. On my feet are the Echo MX. Thought it was a good compromise, lightweight. They had to be a sort of ankle boot. It's the policy from the fan dance for the low bearing category. A Gore-Tex, so splashing for the puddles is good. And as for the watch, I went for the Zin 104 on this awesome NDC strap, little MP5 machine gun logo on there. So yeah, that's a combo I went for. Nice combo, nice and comfortable, sort of military, especially with that strap on. The pack is the Ultimate Direction Fast Pack, which I used for the FFF River Run. Socks, I believe they're called Sport Compress. Just got them recently. Sort of dedicated trail running sock. Comfy, good socks, no problems. So I think that's it. The Fluoro Aura Rain windbreaker is now my pack. Got too hot. I think that's just carry more. Found it in Sports Direct the other day. And that is my kit list. Right, it's coming up to 11 o'clock. Gonna get a move on. Oh, so it's getting tricky now, but doing all right. I am coming up to about 17 km. Now the whole thing I think is 24, although the halfway point was meant to be 12, it was actually 11. So who knows, maybe it's only 22, but either way, coming up to 70 kilometers. I've now got the last horrible ascent up, back up to the summit of Penny Van, which I guess is gonna take, I don't know, 45 minutes, something like that. Trying to pick up the pace, can't run, it's just too steep, it takes it out of me too much. So sort of got a bit of a quick step on, which dwindles down to a sort of plod. Then I've got to remind myself to pick up the pace, try and get this thing done within 4 hours. I think we left at like 10 past 9 and now it is 10 to 12. So yeah, if I'm an hour and a half, well yeah, who knows, we'll see. Sort of going as quick as I can. Fueling up now, started eating an hour and a half into this. Energy bars, glucose and electrolytes. So feeling good, muscles are feeling good. Hips a little bit achy, I had a couple of trips on the way down. Didn't fall, but just sort of stretched my legs and I left hip. Just a twinge, nothing serious. It's gonna ache tomorrow, that's for sure, but I think everything's gonna be aching tomorrow. Got a slight rub in my shoe. This is the biggest test these Echo MX have had. I mean, they're not really designed for this at all. Slightly rubbing on my heel, but I'm just going to try and ignore that. But I've only got an hour or so to go, hour and a half. I can deal with that. Apart from that, it's been good. It's been fun listening to tunes. The scenery's amazing. There we go. 12 o'clock on the dot. We're going for nearly coming up to 3 hours. Again, Zin 104 on the NDC strap with, I don't know if you can see it there, the little MP5 etched logo there on the black buckle. Brecon NDC, thank you guys for the straps. Oh man, it's in its element here, that's for sure. Right, phone away before I trip on these rocks.